Hey, what's up, y'all? I got a little bit of time to kill, so I figured I'd come talk to y'all a minute about using trucking to set you and your next generation up. And what I mean by next generation, I mean like kids, if you got any. Hell, even if you don't got any, if you just want to accumulate wealth and shit like that through benefits. Um, you know, I'm not finna do the whole owner op versus company driver or and none of that shit. I'm not finna touch on that shit right now. But I will say this, just real quick, a real quick shot. Um, you know, as a company driver, I don't like the fact that you got forced dispatching. If a motherfucker don't like you, your boss or whatever, or hell, even dispatch. If a motherfucker don't like you, they can pretty much run you out of business. You know, they can either say turn the keys in to your truck or cut your miles down to where you start. You ain't gonna have that with an owner op. Alright, I'm done. Even though I'm a company driver. But what I was getting at is, and hopefully I don't get too passionate behind this shit, because I found myself kind of getting mad about the subject while I was thinking about it. So I'm gonna try and stay on subject and not get mad and rant. So basically benefits, right? Set yourself up for the next generation. I am a guy, well, as a business-minded person, I'm always thinking about what I can leverage my assets against. And life insurance is one of them. When I said benefits, y'all probably thought about health insurance, dental, all that shit. Yeah, that's nice to have, but that's preventative and maintenance care. I'm talking about shit that will help you in life. And you know, they automatically offer you life insurance in some of these trucking companies as a company driver or lease, whatever. But you want to think about getting term life insurance. And term life insurance means for the duration or the term that you're paying on that, you know, if you stop payments, that whatever money you put in belongs to you. You know, like it's like the difference between car insurance and you know, regular. The difference between what am I trying to say? I forgot. God damn it. Like term life insurance, regular life insurance is the same thing as car insurance. You know, you pay on that shit every month, and at the end of the day, if shit don't happen, you don't get nothing. So, just like with life insurance, you paying on that shit all the time to protect your loved ones from going into debt, having to bury your ass if you happen to kick the bucket and, you know, whatever. But if you happen to miss a payment, just like with car insurance, your coverage gonna lapse. And you know, or with life insurance, if you miss a payment or you happen to switch companies, all that fucking money you put in there, you just don't have shit to show for it. You don't get nothing back from it. But with term life insurance, whatever you pay into it, you get that, or you get to keep that. You know, like if you got $100,000 policy or whatnot, you keep making payments on that $100,000 policy until you save up that $100,000, and then that shit's yours. You know, and on top of that, if you have that type of policy, you can borrow against that, just like a 401k or an IRA or something like that. It's a leverageable asset. So, my quick tip for truckers today in this YouTube video is, if you're gonna get insurance, try to get term life insurance, however much or little you can afford, you know. And in terms of setting up the next generation, you know, you could also take out a policy for a child, or even if you don't have one, you can start paying on one for an infant or a baby or whatnot, and you can pay that infant rate even after you have a baby, and that rate will never change. So, I mean, as you know, as most of us know, the older you get, the more expensive that shit becomes. So, you might want to get life insurance while you young and still healthy, and that shit don't cost a lot. And you ain't got to do um, all this extra shit, physicals and mouth swabs and all that shit to make sure you healthy enough to insure. Um, and you can pass that on to your loved ones. And all right, I said I wasn't gonna get worked up, but I probably am. Speaking of passing shit on to your loved ones, it's kind of fucked up. As a parent, or even not as a parent, picture this, or ask yourself this: if you had a child, or if you do have a child, what is your responsibility to your child? You know what, that was probably a bad or a fucked up question, because you're going to get a range of answers. But I would hope, where I'm getting at with this, I would hope you would say, I'm going to try and leave my child in the best position to succeed, you know? And most reasonable people would agree with that, you know? I'm going to leave my child this life insurance plan. I'm going to leave my child a piece of real estate that I own, some land that I own. And I can pass that down to them, you know, a car or whatever, right? But I guess, you know, in the black community, we have a fucking problem with wanting to start from the bottom, you know. And I can't stand that goddamn Drake for coming out with that song. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Everybody want to start from the goddamn bottom. Look, I ain't trying to do that shit. Like, using myself as an example. My parents worked hard, you know, and it may seem like they got money, but, you know, like they say, more money, more problems. The more money you make, the nicer shit you want to buy, you know, and still middle class type shit. But, you know, they worked hard enough to help me along and help make sure I didn't get in too much trouble. Like, I have a home, you know what I'm saying? Like, that they helped me, or that they put me into, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, it would seem like, you know, people would be happy for you. But in most cases, I mean, I'm talking about my people, like, they want you to be as broke or further at the bottom than they are, you know, so that way y'all can have some shit in common. But at the end of the day, when the nigga come up or some shit like that, you know, and you ain't come up with them, they be like, oh, well, you ain't on the same shit I'm on, or you ain't got it like I do. You know what I'm saying? Like, that really fucks with me on the inside. And like, I used to hate the fact that my parents had money, because that's all I felt like my friends and the people around me would see. And, you know, mind you, my mom always beat into my head as a young child that, you know, ain't a woman gonna want no broke man, and, you know, you got to be able to do this shit on your own. So I'm accustomed to trying to get shit on my own, you know. Like, even to this day, I feel bad for asking her for anything, her or my dad, you know, even though they're extremely willing to help me through whatever, because they are part of my fucking team. And what I had to realize was, like, you gotta have a team. Like, you gotta work with people, you gotta work together. And I'm damn near 30 years old, 28 years old, and I'm just now having an epiphany, like, well, shit, my parents are on my team. Like, why am I ashamed to have my parents help me out? And it's because, like, every time a motherfucker get mad at me, oh, well, you wouldn't have this if it wasn't for your parents, or you wouldn't have that. And, you know, in the short term, yeah, I mean, I probably wouldn't be a homeowner at such a young age. But at the end of the day, so fucking what? I mean, shit, if you got a problem with that, hell, get better parents. I mean, I'm not finna I'm not finna keep apologizing because I got good parents, good hard working parents. And you know that shit like that don't happen in the white community. You understand? Um, you know, I'm not saying that this is exclusive to the black community, but I'm just saying this is where it's prevalent. Um, but at the end of the day, like my my Dukes, she the one to even bring this trucking shit up to me. Cause like I wouldn't even think about trucking at first. I was still soaking over the fact that I ended up not finishing engineering school. You know what I'm saying? And next thing you know, I do a little bit of research and find out that if you got your own truck, this is a 6-figure a year business. And shit. Speaking of business, I've been watching my Dukes and Pops do businesses and start businesses ever since a kid. So I mean, it's already in my blood, and I already like the idea of not having a motherfucker over me and telling me what I can and can't do, when I can and can't do it, and all that other shit. You understand? And basically, I'm saying, like, if you have a trucking company, I know I went off on a little tangent and I snapped and shit, but basically, if you got a trucking company, that's something else that you can pass on to your children. Not just a trucking company, any business. I don't care what the hell it is you do. You know, basically, I feel like as a parent, you know, my folks did exactly what the fuck they were supposed to do, and you know, I'm no longer ashamed of them helping me like they do, you know, because that put me in the position to where I can pay them back 2- and 3-fold. You know, Pops and my Duke's trying to retire, and you know, me handling my business, you know, and making sure I get this trucking company off the ground. I can help them do just that. And matter of fact, she just sent me a trucking company, not Lone Star, that's hiring owner operators, flatbed owner operators, starting them off at $2 a mile with only 8 months experience. So, goddamn, training here at the company I'm with now is a fucking month. So 7 more, I'm out this bitch. And they so-called got the lowest rates in they got the lowest lease payments per week is what they're touting. And they claim they got lease payments as low as $230 some odd a week. Now, I wonder how fucked up them trucks look, but that's an entirely different story and an entirely different train of thought. But, you know, the more trucks I get, the more people I can hire, and the better I can do this. And the only reason I can do this is because I ain't got a lot of overhead. The house is paid off. You know what I'm saying? I keep trying to mentally sabotage myself because I'm for some reason I always had that barrier, like, you know, I shouldn't accept my people's help. I shouldn't accept my people's help. I gotta start from the man. Fuck that. Goddamn, I want my head start. I'm tired of starting from the fucking bottom. And that's all I really had to say, man. Like, whatever it is you do, trucking, whether you do hair or got some other type of business, whatever it is you do, just make sure you're not just living for you, even if you don't plan on having kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you live like you're trying to build for the next generation, you can still have a pretty damn good life. You understand? And you know, I hope I ain't pissed nobody off. You know, if you feel like I'm talking to you or about you, then goddamn, I probably am. You probably the hater I'm talking about. But matter of fact, you know what I'm gonna do when I get home? Since I can afford to live now, like since my Dukes even brought this trucking shit up to me, that allowed me to stop hustling and doing all that other shit, you know, trying to make a dollar. Like I can jug 24/7 now if I want to. You know what I'm saying? Like I can stay out here on this road and make money and just stack, which is what I'm gonna do. But since I have the extra money to live now, like I have a career that I can have a lot more disposable income in. Matter of fact, just to piss motherfuckers off, I'm gonna have a chaining day. Once I get my own truck, I'm gonna probably stay out maybe for another month. Goddamn, put in for home time, and shit. I'm gonna show y'all what it is to have this trucker money. You feel me? And how to start these trucking businesses, and I'm gonna still do the fitness and all that other shit. I'm gonna go and find me like a gold rope chain or something, and that'll be my little present to myself. Hell, I might get me a brand new goddamn gun, cause I gave Pops a shotgun. All I got is my little 40. So I don't know. I might get me a rifle or some shit. I don't know, but you finna see me act ass. You understand? And I'm gonna try to keep this entertaining. I'm gonna try and keep dropping little gems on you, like what to think about, and you know, I'm finna put a little cash aside for a stock trading portfolio, and I'm gonna make that shit public again. If you want to see trades that I made, you know, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Lemniscate Money. Lemniscate is just another word for the infinity symbol. That's it, or the mathematical term for the infinity symbol. If you had higher level math classes, that's where that shit comes from. And I thought that name was fly. Yeah, but instead of doing the swing and day trade shit, like I'm on some accumulation shit. Like I'm gonna find some companies that I like, some shit that I use, and you know, I'm gonna start collecting. You know, I'm gonna start trading that shit. Up, down, sideways, what the fuck ever, you know. And yeah, that's gonna be a little bit later on down the line, because I think I'm gonna act ass a little bit. You know, not a complete ass. I'm gonna still be doing little shit that I'm supposed to, like shut up. I'm gonna be doing other shit I'm supposed to do, like putting little money in my savings account, putting money away for down payment on the truck. In the next 8 months, I'm gonna be putting money away in a 401k and IRA, which is the same thing I'm gonna be doing when I trade stocks. But still, you know, I still want those other vehicles and shit that I can borrow against later. And speaking of insurance, I don't know if I got his business card or whatnot in here. No, I don't got it in my wallet. But if you ever in Missouri, I got Northwestern Mutual life insurance through a guy named Phil DeJong. If you live in Missouri and you're looking for some good term life insurance, good people, holler at Phil DeJong. He'll get you right. Tell him Will sent you. That's all I really got for y'all today, man. I hope y'all have a blessed one, and thanks for watching. There's a whole lot more to come. It's money, baby. Like and subscribe.